Welcome to Duke's United show, and it is the big one. It's the match preview for the Manchester United versus Liverpool at Anfield. Big derby. We know what it's like. We know what it's like when we go there. So we got to make sure we are ready. And as you can see, I have my Man United shop on today because we're going to need all the help we can get. Not only that, I'm having a coffee with my Man United mug as well. Tastes good. Tastes good. We're going to win this. We are going to win this. I've got a feeling. I've been thinking about everything. But look, we do have to talk about Liverpool's form this season. We have to talk about who's going to play, what Klopp's been saying, what Ten Hag's been saying. It's all coming. I've got my combined 11 sorted. You lot let me know what you think in the comments of the combined 11. And I've also got my predicted start 11. So let's dive straight into Liverpool's league position, because let's have a look. So Liverpool currently standing 6th in the league with the same games played as us, and they're on 39 points. We're on 49. So who would have thought at the start of this season that would be 10 points ahead of Liverpool after 24 games? Who would have thought that? Nobody. Because Liverpool, they're doing a Tottenham. Remember when Tottenham was under Pochettino and they were playing great football, they had a great side, and then they just went a year on. Remember, they came second in the league. They got to the semi-finals. Was it the semi-finals? Semi-finals of the Champions League. And then they fell off a cliff the next season. And Liverpool doing the same thing. Reason why? Players are getting older. Midfield's getting slower. No midfield anymore. They're Donut FC. They got no one in midfield that can really run the show. And it goes to show how hard it is to replace the players like Wijnaldum, who left them. Wijnaldum is a top player who was very, very instrumental to their wins and their energy around the pitch. And look what happens now. They ain't got no one like that. They bring in Thiago, who's more technical. Okay, he's a good player, but I don't think off the ball he helps the team. I don't like Keita at all. Henderson's getting older, of course. And obviously the young boy Harvey, he's not bad. He's pretty good. But again, he's learning on the job. So, and then look at their defense. They're getting slower. Van Dijk, after his injury, he doesn't want to get beat by anybody. So what does he do? He just backs off all the time now. He's no longer that front foot defender who was such a colossal player before. So for me, I'm not even really having Van Dijk as much as I did. I'm thinking this is the start of his demise now. He's going to start going down. Guys, get your comments in, and whatever you think of what I'm saying, get it in. I'll make sure I read them out. But look, let's take a look at their last 5 results, because they have picked up a little bit. They have picked up a bit. Let's just quickly go back. What are they on? They've got 3 wins from the last 5, 1 draw, 1 loss. So it's not too bad. They're not too bad. Just recently on their last outing was Wolves 2-0. We'll look into that in a second. You can see the what can we see here? The Crystal Palace 0-0. They should have lost that game. Newcastle went down to 10 men, and that should not have been 2-0. They gave Newcastle too many chances to score. They beat Everton, okay, 2-0, and Wolves beat them 3-0. Wolves beat them 3-0. So that there you can see they are vulnerable. And in between that, we all know the Champions League result. We all know they went up. They were nice cushion. I think it was 2-0, if I remember rightly, against Real Madrid. And they get battered 6-2 or whatever it was. I'm sure it was 6-2, if I remember rightly. I'll bring that up in a second. But look, they are weak. They are not the same Liverpool that we all know. They're no longer as potent anymore as well. Mane's gone. And he's a major part to that team doing so well. He's a major part to Salah doing so well. And even Diaz has been a massive drop for them. Him being injured has caused a massive drop-off, because Núñez, as good as he is, as strong as he is and dangerous, he does need a bit too many chances to put him away. And last year, that was 1 chance, 1 goal, and then they kept it clean at the back, and that was it. There's 1-0s, 1-0s, 1-0s. That's what they was all about. Even when they're not playing well, they was able to get them goals and keep it tight at the back and pressure people into giving them the ball back. So yeah, I got to say, Liverpool are not looking the same. But as bad as everyone thinks Salah is this year, he's got 20 goals. He's got 20 goals this season, and he's having a quiet one. That shows how good he is, because we're all thinking he's nothing and we're all sleeping on him. This guy, we need to keep quiet. Good job we have Luke Shaw, because Luke Shaw is the main man right now, and he will keep him quiet. I'm quite sure. He never really plays lightning against us. He just, obviously, since while I was having them bad seasons, he was popping up and taking advantage of us. But as you can see, Nunez, he's on 12 goals, and Bobby Firmino is on 9. So that's their front three. They're three that are obviously the top scorers this season. But they are struggling. We all know that. Let's take a look at who they played. What was their starting lineup in the last game against Wolves? I know they won 2-0. Let's take a look. Van Dijk scores, Salah scores. So you've got Alisson in goal, who's having an okay season. Trent, who's Trent, we know he's easily beatable defensively, but very, very good in attack. Konate, he's not bad. He's okay. Steady Eddie. Van Dijk, very good, as we know, but nowhere near the same levels as he used to be. Tsimikas. Oh, I wonder if Robertson's going to come back in for this one. Harvey Elliott, Fabinho, and Bajcetic. I don't even know how you say his name. Bajcetic. Look, that midfield can get got at. It can get got at big time. We can do them here. That's where the game's going to be won and lost. The game is going to be won and lost there. And this is why, actually, what's funny, is my match preview. I had one with Rashford in the middle, and that's the one that I actually put out for the show. And I put this match preview here without Rashford. But the reason why I had those three, I had Rashford, Martinez, and Casemiro, because they're going to be instrumental to us winning this game. We need those three to stand up, because although they're not the same Liverpool, it is Anfield. It's the same Anfield that I remember playing when I was younger, playing in the Prem. And I remember that was the hardest game I ever played. I never got no time, no nothing. And it wasn't even at Anfield. It was away from home. It was at home for me, at West Brom, at the Hawthorns. So, yeah, it was a tough game. I've never had pressure like it, no matter who. This is the thing. I'm not sure if the players are capable of making Anfield like that. So it's all going to be up here now. I cannot wait to Rashford to score and do that, because that's what it's all about today. It's all about keeping your head. And can we keep our head? Can Casemiro? Of course he can. Licha? Of course he can. And so can Varane if he's fit. If he passes that fitness test, we will be okay. If he doesn't, I don't know what he's going to do at the back. Will he put Lindelof in there? I don't see him putting Maguire in there. Can he put Shaw, two left back, two left-sided players on at centre-back? Can he do that? I'm not sure. I would probably expect to see Lindelof in there coming in for Varane if Varane cannot make it. Now, let's take a look at Man United at the moment. United, 3rd position, 3 wins from the last 5, 1 draw, 1 loss. And we need to start catching up. And, we've got 2 games in hand. It looks like a massive, massive gap between 2nd and 1st as well now. But we just need to win our games. And this is the game which I can say is a potential, I'm calling it a potential banana skin, and a potential closer for being in the title race. Because if we get a draw or we lose, we're not even on the outside of the title race. That's for sure. So we need to get the win. Simple as that. James has said, no mercy today. I want a minimum 4-1 win and revenge for Old Trafford last season. Exactly. We can do that. I can see that happening. I don't think it's going to happen, because this game's still going to be very difficult. And we haven't got the fluidity to the level that I want to see us, that we can reproduce like a Real Madrid performance. I don't think we can do that. I don't think we've got enough in the team yet, enough chemistry, enough of everyone being on form, full form, to be able to go and batter them 4-1 at home. I don't see that happening. But look, let's move on. You see us in the league table. What's our last 5 results? We beat Leicester. We beat Leeds. We drew with Leeds. We beat Palace. And we lost to Arsenal. So that's the only loss we had, was to Arsenal. And this is the only potential loss. I can't see us losing to Tottenham. We've got Tottenham left. I can't see us losing to anyone else. There's just the Tottenham game left after this. That is a game where they're very close to us. We've got Newcastle again. We should beat them. So yeah, that means that if any of the top two slip up, then we will be in with it only if we can win this game. This game is very paramount to us still being in the title race. That's what I say. Looking into it, Man United top scorer Rashford, absolutely on fire. He scored more than Salah this year. He's absolutely killing it. 25 goals this season. And to be fair, we all say we depend on Rashford, but Bruno's got 7, Fred's got 6. Guess who else has got 6? Anthony and Martial. So we've got players, and then Casemiro just behind him with 5. So we've got actual players in that list now who are actually contributing. Fred is our 3rd top scorer. Who would have thought that after last year and obviously everything that's happened with him? He's been with us through the whole transition, bad football, bad teams, and he's still here today. And he's shown he has some very good use to him. And that's why, I'm guessing that's why Pep was interested in him when he was playing in Russia. I'm sure it was Russia. I'm sure it's Russia. Just remind me, guys, if it wasn't Russia. Well, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. When he was playing at the other team that he was playing at, I can't remember the name anymore. But yeah, he was doing well. And he was more of an attacking, I would say, central midfielder, help defense, help attack. He's kind of in the middle. He's not attacking and he's not defensive. He's in the middle. Someone beats him, not too bad. Gets forward, chance to score a goal, and he's putting them away. So look, last result was the West Ham game. I was doing a watch along as well. It was the FA Cup game, of course. We did win. We started with a kind of weakened team, so I don't see us playing this team at all. I've got my starting lineup coming up soon, but yeah, I don't see Dalot even starting this game. I think Erik ten Hag knows what he's up against. He knows he needs to play certain players. Darwin Núñez is rapid. I know he can shoot the ball to the corner flag and over the stadium, but listen, he is dangerous and we have to keep him quiet. And who better than the one-on-one master, Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Don't care. He will slide tackle you off the pitch. He will take the ball off you every time. He needs to play because in my book, he is the best one-on-one defender in the world. There ain't no one better than him one-on-one. Who else would you choose to play against any player other than Wan-Bissaka? And the only player, like I said, I've ever seen destroy Wan-Bissaka and leave him for dead and then cross the ball in. He actually slowed down and crossed the ball in was Adama Traore. And Adama is just a freak of nature, isn't he? But the good job is he ain't really got much end product, so it doesn't matter when he does beat him. But he did only beat him that once as well. So yeah, that's kind of like the background anyway. So let's get into my combined 11. Let's see what you guys think. You know what's funny? I only chose 2 Liverpool players in my combined, no, 3 Liverpool players in my combined 11 based on current form. Who do you guys think that is? Make sure you put it in the comments. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. But yeah, I was thinking about who's going to be my combined 11. Who would I choose if I had both teams in the changing room right now and someone came in and goes, Nath, you're the manager, pick the 11 right now. This is your team to go out against Real Madrid. You've got all these players to choose from right now on form. Who's on it? So that's what I've gone and done. I've gone and picked my side. So let's take a look. Don't be surprised now. I've gone with Alisson in goal due to the fact that Alisson is the superior goalkeeper with his feet. He's just as good shot stopper, although I believe De Gea has done better with the shot stopping, but I feel Alisson has done better with his feet and shot stopping together. If you were to combine them both, I think we'll find that would choose Alisson in goal. Now, going into left back, you've got Robertson versus Shaw. We all know what Shaw's done this year. He's been superior to any other left back in the league. He's getting in my Premier League 11 as well as this 11 because he's better than Robertson. He's shown he's better than Robertson. Even in that season where he had that, we called him Gilberto Carlos, he was the best player in left back in the league that year. So yeah, again, he's doing the same thing. Martinez and Varane, come on. Like, Van Dijk is the only player I really was thinking, should I put him in? But seriously, Martinez, Varane, clean sheets galore. Liverpool have been struggling. They've been conceding goals for fun. Let's take a quick look at the league table. How many goals have Liverpool conceded? 28 goals, the same as us. And remember, we had a bad start to the season. We had such a bad start to the season. But then for him to be the way he is and Liverpool to be who they are, who come from top, and for that to happen, Van Dijk and co have to have not done well. And they haven't. I've watched them. They've looked easy to break down. Whereas Martinez, he's been colossal. He's been absolutely colossal. He is the best defender in the league right now. For everything he has, okay, he may not be the strongest or the fastest, but in terms of everything he has as a left centre-back, ridiculous. Controlling the tempo of the game, the aggression, controlled aggression, decision-making, never really losing the ball, not even really losing headers, and the size he is. He gets in at left centre-back for sure. 100% he gets in at left centre-back. Varane versus who? Versus who should we do? Matip? Should we do Gomez? Should we do Konate? Whoever it is, you're not getting in front of Varane. Varane is a Rolls Royce. He's the phantom, as everybody says. He is the man. When he plays with Martinez, that is like the best centre-back pairing I can think of right now. I can't think of another centre-back pairing around Europe that's better than them two. They just fill me with so much confidence. They're always in the right place, always making the right decisions, never really making stupid. Imagine a silly pass. When have we last said, "Oh, that's a bad pass"? 1 second, my night copy. When have we ever said, "Oh my gosh, then they're going to score"? They don't often make stupid mistakes, and they control everything, and they make us feel comfortable. We're under pressure in games, even the Newcastle game final. We're under pressure for many minutes of that game. But because we had those two at the back and Casemiro in front of him, come on, we knew we weren't going to concede goals because they are too strong, and they've got the mentality of winners. And what do we need today? That's why they're there. That's why they're on my match preview. That's what we need today. We need the mentality of winners, and we need the performance of winners to win this game. Can we do enough to win it? I think we can. I think in a couple years' time, when we do get that Osimhen or that Kane, we can win this game 4-1, a 3-4-1, 5-1. But at the moment, I don't think we got enough players who are able to produce them levels against the Liverpool away at Anfield and batter them forward. I don't think we got that yet. But let's go back. So Varane gets in. Wan-Bissaka versus who? Trent. So who's better? Who's better defensively? Wan-Bissaka all day. Even Dalot versus him. I'm putting Dalot. Maybe not Dalot. But this is the thing, yeah? A lot of people put Dalot as their main right back at Man United. And to be honest, I think Wan-Bissaka, I'd make him my number one right back, because defensively he's far too strong and he's improved going forward. And when I'm saying Dalot's better going forward, he's better on the eye. But when I really look at it, who's made the assist for goals? Wan-Bissaka's also made assists for goals. He's also crossed balls into people, and he's crossing balls with good quality now. He's not falling over anymore, and he's getting forward. He's getting into good attacking positions. He's overlapping. He's underlapping, and then he's defending what he does best. He's doing a better job than what Dalot is doing. And although everyone probably thinks that Dalot is better going forward, well, let him prove it. I want him to prove it. He looks like he's better going forward, and I always have thought that he's better, but I've never seen him. I've not seen him do it enough in games where, like Trippier, like Trent, in terms of going forward. I've never seen him doing that enough to make me say he's a clear winner in attack over Wan-Bissaka. So to be honest, I'm putting Dalot second, Wan-Bissaka first. That's why I'm doing Wan-Bissaka versus Trent. And at the moment, Wan-Bissaka is better than Trent. He's defending better than Trent for fun, and he's going forward and doing a job as well. So, I'm seeing Trent getting ripped up by everybody. And today, I bet you he gets ripped again. He's going to get ripped today for sure. It's going to be one of them ones where you look at him and go, wow, that's why. That's another reason why everyone keeps saying what they're saying. So, yeah, Wan-Bissaka gets in. It seems like I'm really biased, but I'm really not. Fred is versus Hendo. Yeah, because if you think about it, Fabinho got to be versus Casemiro, right? And then Harvey Elliott, he's an attacking midfielder, so he's versus Bruno. And then you got Henderson versus Fred. And at the moment, Fred's got 5 and 5? And he's playing out of his skin. He was man of match against Barcelona, man of match against Leeds. He was not the best against Leeds in the first game, giving ball away, but also did the good as well. He had the good, the bad, and the ugly in that game. Fred has been on it. Final, he was all over the place, running everywhere, every blade of grass. He was on it. He was on it. So yeah, when you think about it, Fred, he gets in over Hendo. If I was to play the team right now, Fred is playing in my side. And there's no need to even mention Casemiro. Is there really any need to mention Casemiro versus Fabinho? There is no chance. That's Casemiro versus Fabinho and Keita. You can put them both together on the pitch versus Casemiro. Casemiro wins that hand down. Casemiro is superior to any other central defensive midfielder in the world right now. Okay, he might be up there. Obviously, there's young players coming through at Real Madrid. That's why he came here. But seriously, I think they got rid of him a bit too early. Before they were anticipating the demise of him and him going, over the hill, going the other way down now. But it's not time yet. He ain't going down yet. It ain't happening. He's got another few years before you start seeing him look like, we need to maybe change him. But at the same time, it's very hard to find another central defensive midfielder with that kind of talent and ability. So hopefully Erik ten Hag is on the lookout for another young one who we can get in and who can be his understudy for now and continue on. But Casemiro easily gets in this team. Easy in. Bruno Fernandes, again, another one. So many assists, so much of a catalyst to Man United's attacks, Man United's chance creation, his energy, his ability to go on the right, in the middle, he can do whatever. At the moment, he's doing everything he needs to do, and there's no one better than him in Liverpool side. You cannot put Harvey Elliott ahead of this Bruno Fernandes. No chance. So Bruno gets in. So I'm quite sure every position, probably apart from the Van Dijk, that someone can contest at the moment. So yeah, I'm saying Van Dijk. I'm an RN. I was thinking, do you put him in because he's still the stronger of the lot? Do you put him in? No. Man United, he's currently they're above. They've had more clean sheets. They're playing better football. They're just better at the moment. Left side, Rashford versus who? Who they got? Who's even playing left side for them? Let's go back to who's playing left side for these guys. Núñez went on the left, but he's also played up front. I've put Núñez as the striker because he is a striker. So if you want to put Jota against Rashford, no one's beating Rashford. We all know that already. So whoever they play in on the left, whether it's Gakpo up front, whether it's Gakpo on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. All I know, Rashford is playing. We all know that. Rashford starts. He is the man. 25 goals this season. Best season he's ever had. He is number one, and he gets on that left spot. So that's another one. Now let's look to the other two players I've brought in. Darwin Núñez versus Weghorst, or versus Martial, who's injured. I still got to put Darwin Núñez in there. He's a danger, man. He gets about. If we had a Darwin Núñez right now, we'd be happy because he'd have loads of chances. He'd create loads of chances. He'll miss loads of chances, but he would also score goals for fun. And that's what he's doing right now. Again, if he was potent, he'd probably have 20 goals this season as well. But because he's not potent, we're just happy that he misses these stupid chances. And hopefully it'll be another day where he misses chances today. But to be fair, I've got him getting a goal today. Not that we're going to lose, by the way, but I've got him getting a goal because he's one of them players who are just dangerous and will always get a chance because he's just too quick, too strong. Put the ball in the air, probably win a header and score a header or something. Or he might just fumble a ball in and then he's just all happy. That's always what happens against United when you're hoping to win these kind of games. We're going to win. I believe we're going to win. Well, we're going to talk about that in a second. But on the right, of course, Salah gets in over Anthony, over Sancho, over Elanga, over anyone we've got in our side. We know Salah's going to get in that right side. So as you can see, that's my final 11. Salah 100% gets in. Núñez, we know, gets in. I don't think there's any dispute apart from the Varane versus Van Dijk. Or maybe someone might say, I'm putting Trent in. But defensively, no chance. No chance. No one can tell me Robertson gets in ahead of Shaw. So at the moment, United are clearly in front. Start of the season, my combined 11 was nothing like this for Liverpool. But right now, what I'm seeing from Liverpool is poor. Is absolutely poor. And I hope it continues today so we can continue to show what we are. We are a superior side now in the league. We are a top team. We need to add a couple more pieces and we are championship contending team. And I believe a striker in Kane, we win the league. Simple as that. Because we are so good in other positions, we win the league. We win the league. And if Ahmad comes back and plays like he's been playing for Sunderland, wow. That's all I can say. He will be the first player on the team sheet. The only thing he needs to do is obviously get a bit bigger and stronger so defensively he can help the side. But look, mate, that's my combined 11. Hope you guys loved that. Now down to my starting lineup. Who do I think Ten Hag is going to play today? Who's he going to start with? My starting lineup today, which I think Ten Hag is going to choose, is this side. I believe De Gea will be in goal. Bissaka's got to play because he's got to keep other players quiet. The wingers that they have, he needs to keep a Núñez if he's going to come on the left quiet. I think Jota is going to be kept quiet by Martinez and Varane, and Shaw is going to do what he always does against Salah, and that's keep him quiet, put him in his pocket. That's what's going to happen today. Reason being is because the game is going to be won and lost in the middle of the park. Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno will be way better than their three. They got no legs. They've got no ability to get about the place and stop us. So the extra man in being in Anfield is not going to make a difference. United are going to kill them off. Bobby says, win the league. Haha. Telling you, we get Kane next year. We're ready. We are ready. Just hear my words. Osimhen or Kane comes to United next year. Watch it. Watch out. And these boys stay. And Eric Ten Hag finds some more. Oh, my goodness me. Just get Kane in. And it's over for everybody. Simple next year. You guys watch. Anyway, the game's going to be won in midfield. Anthony's going to play. I think he's going to be drowned out this game and he's going to come off early and you're going to need to bring on a Garnacho. That's if we're still 0-0 or winning 1-0 or something like that. I think Anthony comes off early. I don't think this is a game where he scores. Well, is it a game where he scores? And what did I even say? It's a game where he's not going to have the best of games, I believe. I think these are the tight games. I don't know about how to explain Anthony. It's like he has a quiet game and scores, or he just has a quiet game at the moment. So I need him to have a good game and score. But I don't see that happening. That's why if he doesn't score, that's why I'm going with him having a quiet game. Coming to Rashford, I think he's going to get a goal. I think he gets a goal. Obviously, it's no surprise, is it, that I think he's going to get a goal. But this is a game where we need to make it count. And these boys behind him are going to make it count for him. I think Garnacho comes on for Anthony. Weghorst maybe comes off and Sancho comes on. And we end up seeing a Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho front three towards the end of the game. And we go and win this game. I believe we're going to win it. What do you guys think of the starting lineup? Do you think that that's what he's going to choose? Do you think someone different? The only thing that we understand is there's question marks over Varane's fitness. He's going to have a fitness test. So do we bring in a Lindelof? I think we do. If Varane's out, I can't see him putting Shaw in there and Malassi a left back because then you've got no right-sided centre back. I've not seen that happen yet, so I'm guessing he's not going to do that. You're winning nothing with Wan-Bissaka, Fred, and Mandelo. I love it, Bobby. Bobby, you are funny. But look where we are right now. And if we didn't have such a bad start to the season playing the players who shouldn't have been playing, we lost to Brentford and we lost to Brighton massively. And we lost to you guys massive. That's because we had that players. We didn't have no Casemiro against you guys. Varane came off early. Obviously, that game you lot whooped us anyway. But look, them other two games you could expect of us to have won. If we had won those two games, that's 6 points. I know it's easily said that that's 6 points, but look, the way we're playing right now, we play Brighton, we beat them. We play Brentford, we beat them. This is what I'm saying. And we would be so close to you guys. We'd be ahead of you guys at this moment in time if we had 6 points and we won our games in hand. So this is the thing. It's not so far away as you think. And you guys, of all, think about you guys. If you think about how you guys are playing at the moment, you guys don't have that pace anymore. You ain't got the blistering pace. You're playing the good football. You're winning games, but you're not doing it in the style you were doing it before. You were winning games and looking like so easy for you guys that every game is going to be easy, like nothing. At the moment, you're winning, but it still looks a little bit like there's a chance other teams can come back. There's a chance other teams can win. Players are leaving that are good players as well. You haven't replaced them yet. So maybe this year you might not even win the league. But I think, again, Pep's going to have to make some changes and make some buys that are really astute signings to keep them at the top. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see what happens. But until then, that's that. So for me, when it comes to this match anyway, back to Anfield, what's my prediction, goal score? What's the game prediction? I predict United go on and snatch it 2-1. And Rashford bangs and Weghorst gets a goal out of nowhere. Like the player who we do not expect to score gets a goal. So yeah. I think, definitely Weghorst surprises us, gets a goal. This is what happens in these kind of games. People who you don't really expect to score gets a goal. That's why I said Núñez. You probably think, Salah probably scores. But Núñez would probably be the one who gets himself on the end of something by mistake, scrappy goal, accidental finish. That's what's going to happen with him. Weghorst the same, and Rashford's going to score something good. I know that it'll be hanging off the back of their defense who want to hold a high line and then no longer good enough. Rashford will take advantage of that because that is Rashford's game and that's not their game. So when you got two opposites, United going to absolutely kill him. Now, when it comes to, you're right, we have been poor this season, but we are still above United. You haven't been poor. You know you haven't been poor. But again, you are above us. And that's, we remember we're in the transition. So for us to be this close and to have beaten you the way we did, I think we deserve to win against you guys for sure. At Old Trafford, we deserve to get battered against you guys earlier on as well. And it's always going to be a tough game versus City, always. But I think we have players that can hurt you guys now. And you guys, again, you guys have got the ability to hurt us, of course. It's going to be tight. That game there, that kind of game there, you guys and Arsenal, tough. But yeah, I've got 2-1. What has everyone else got for this game? I love to hear anyone in the comments, even after it's gone live and finished, just put in your comments what you think is going to happen. I'll read them out. I get the messages through even after the show where people comment as well. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, guys, because this is a big one. I'm keeping this shirt on all day. Man United is going to win. Man United is going to win at Anfield. It's a big ask. It is a very big ask to go there and win. But we're capable now. The years of the past, I believe we was never capable. Bobby says, fair play, Nathan. Arsenal, nothing. Arsenal doing well, man. They've come back again. And that's the things of champions, isn't it? When champions, people who go on to win the league, it's these kind of games, the last two games, where this happens, isn't it? Where you see Arsenal come back from the dead, 2-0 down, and then 3-2. Villa, losing, come back, losing, come back, win. I'm like, what the hell? How do they go and do that? Because they've got something this year. They've got it together. And if they keep doing that, there's no chance of catching them. No chance. But James Swinbank says, Liverpool in the mud, 3-1 United. I was edging towards that. I think that can happen if we can get the goals early. Then they'll be chasing the game a lot more and we will get another one. I just feel like we might go 2-0 up and then Núñez gets a goal. And then it's a 2-1 victory in the end. But again, I can feel it that we could actually dominate this game because of how bad their players are. I don't think they're that good in the midfield. And like I said, the game is going to be won and lost in midfield. Remember what I said. I think Liverpool will be up for this. They will, but they ain't got good enough players. They just haven't. They can score goals, that's fine. But can they keep the back door shut anymore? I don't think so. They just can't. They're not good enough. They concede chance after chance against everybody. As Palace, I've seen them play against. Wolves, I've seen them play against. Newcastle with 10 men for the majority of the game. Against Real Madrid, 6. They are conceding for fun. Van Dijk just stands off and puts his hand behind his back, and he says, "You're not beating me because I'll just keep dropping off. But then you keep dropping off and I'll just shoot and score. Just remember, you're in your box, mate. You're not the same." So, yeah, they'll rise for this match as they always do, but they're finished. That's what I mean. That's why I think it's still going to be tight, but we'll still win it. And to be fair, Virgil getting back to form, we'll see. We'll see what he's all about. We'll see what he's all about today when it's the big guns. Big guns are coming to town. And we have big characters today. We are going to win this. And listen, I'll be back on for the match reaction, giving you my match reaction and giving you the player ratings. Peace out, people. Stay safe. See you later.